Hello friends, today we will be studying about, not the studying, I will be giving the explanation regarding the yesterday or day before yesterday I have given explanation regarding the truth, belief and faith. What is that? Truth, belief and faith with regarding the shloka. So deeper thinking, think of the deepening the think of the trust, belief and faith, and keeping the trust as a preferenceable in this context. I will be explaining. Let me give you once more. Trust, keeping the trust as a preferenceable in this context, I will be giving the belief and faith with related to explanation, okay. So today I will be giving the explanation regarding the sound, vibration, rhythm. Let me give you only three things. What is that? Sound, vibration and rhythm. What is sound? Sound is a combination of various rhythms, various vibrations. Sound is a combination of various rhythm and various vibrations. So when we come across the instrumental vibration, when we come across the rhythm of the instrumental, and as well as vocal rhythm, vocal voice, combination of these all things makes the sound. So in this sound, when the sound is very much influencing for one's individuality, and the sound which is not influencing for one's individuality is depend upon his own willingness. So what is this willingness? Willingness is nothing but the way of his devotion. Now here comes the devotion, the way of his devotion. The way of devotion is nothing but the relaxation of certain sound, relaxation of his own individuality, the relaxation of his own particular sense of sensing the rhythm, sensing of rhythm in a particular sound. This is what the sound is. So vibration, what is the vibration? So when we come across sound, it is okay. Sound we have understood. Rhythm, vibration. What is vibration? The rate which an object, molecule, or a system oscillates an equilibrium point. In a certain point, the vibration takes place. The rate of which the vibration takes place. The vibration of certain point, in a certain point, there is a vibrating, going the ups and downs. This is what the vibration. So this vibration makes the sound. This vibration causes a energy of external energy which sends our soul, which sends our ears, which sends the melodiness of the sound, So this is the combination. I will be explaining further. Sense of the vibration can make the melody of the sound. So this is how the rhythm, we will be coming to the rhythm. Rhythm is nothing but the lowest vibration. What is this lowest vibration? Known as a Schumann resonance. The earth vibration. The earth produces a constant low frequency ohm of rhythm, roughly 7.8 hertz, the natural vibration created. So understand this rhythm, known as the Western scientist has named here. The rhythm is constantly known as Schumann resonance. Resonance is nothing but it is a type of vibration that make the sense of feeling, which makes the vibrating of oneself in a smaller unit of a particular situation, system, or an object, or a molecule. That is what the rhythm is lower frequency ohm, frequency ohm of roughly 7.83 hertz, the natural vibration is created. Natural vibration is created. What is this natural vibration? Earth natural vibration. What is the? Okay, let me give you an explanation like this. The earth vibration of natural vibration, the rotation of earth, you can say it, a rotation of the earth, a vibration of the earth, which causes the ohm energy, the ohm sound. Ohm is nothing but ohm is a our own sound of the Sanatana. The sound of Sanatana Dharma is a Om. So understanding the Om is nothing but the understanding the Sanatana Dharma. So understanding Om is nothing but the understanding the Bharat. So understanding the Om is nothing but understanding our own individuality. Understanding the Om is nothing but our own relaxation. Understanding the Om is nothing but your own decision, what the decision you will be taking regarding the situation which is caused by the environment. This is what the importance of the Om is. The natural frequency caused by the natural sound. It is a natural sound of vibration created on the earth, roughly 7.83 hertz. The natural vibration, this is what the natural vibration, this is a natural vibration which is caused the sounding, none other than something else but the Om. This is what we calls the Sanatana Dharma has the everlasting. Sanatana is everlasting Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is the everlasting Dharma which gives the sense of Om. This is how the Sanatana Dharma, the understanding the Sanatana Dharma is equal to understanding the Om. This is how the Vedas, Puranas and Upanishads is come with, and in emerging encapsulated in the Om sound, a vibration of the Om. The Om is a encapsulation of Vedas and Puranas and Upanishads. The Om is a main source of the Sanskrit language. You can say that how it is. Om is the main source of the Sanskrit language. You may ask me how it mean. Let me give you one of the shloka. Okay, let me give you random shloka which gives the random sound. Okay. So let me give you which of the shloka which is very important to know that. Okay. Up to now I have given so many shlokas which is very much important of understanding the shlokas, but today I will be giving today I will be giving the one of the shloka which mana prasadam saumyatvam mauna matma vinigraha bhava sanshuddhi rityo tatpo mana samuchyate. So when we come mana, Om has introduced in it, mana. So when we come across the shlokas or a Sanskrit language, there is a ha. What is ha? When we spell the ha, Om is in a pronunciation. Beyond the ha, there is a Om. Home. Om is a source of our own. Om is a source of sound. This is what mana ha. When I am telling the ha, there is a Om in between. Ma ha na. Ma ha na. There is a Om. you can be taking the you can take the practical of what I have announced just now. What I have told, then you can make the understanding of what is the Om, what is the sound of that. So this what Sanskrit language is mean with. Om is meant of the Sanskrit language. This is how the Om is comes with our own the manifestation of breathing, manifestation of the breathing. So when we come of the manifestation of the breathing, manifestation of the mind, so clearing of our own sense is nothing but the breathable, the smallest, the cell, the cleanliness of the cell. What is the cleanliness of the cell? Giving the oxygen with related to the cell. So giving the oxygen is nothing but giving the oxygen with for the cell is nothing but announcing of the Om, telling of the Om, the pronunciation of the Om, the pronunciation of the shlokas, pronunciation of the. This is how told you that pronunciation of various languages of Bharat, various language of the Bharat. So the pronunciation of the various language of the Bharat is related to our own realization. This is how I have given the I have made this statement that realizing of oneself is nothing but pronunciation of the various language of the Bharat. So when we are coming towards the pronunciation of the various languages of the Bharat, we make the such a pronunciation that the person should be understanding. Then only we can take the reply from the person. So this is how the main aim of the pronunciation is realizing of the words. Pronunciation is nothing but the pronunciation is meant with the breathing of our own individuality. So whenever we speak to others, the own breathing of our own self and making the realization of the pronunciation and making a meaning of thinking the meaning of that, we will be spelling of that word. After that spelling, the person who is with the discussion, he can make the understanding of that. So after that only he will be giving the reply. So we can be communicating with each other with the pronunciation itself. So before that pronunciation, before that communication, one should have the pronunciation of his own self and make the understanding of that word particularly. So when we are making the understanding of that particular word, we come across the pronunciation of his own self and make the pronunciation as the understanding of the other. This is what the rhythm, vibration and the sound is. So understanding these three things makes the oneself understanding of his own pronunciation as clarity with the communicated person. The clarity which is caused by various languages, is meant in the Sanskrit language. So Sanskrit language is that's what Sanskrit language is called as the mother of languages. This is how mother of language of the all the language is meant from the Sanskrit itself. So pronunciation, the clarity of the various languages from the Bharat, various languages of the Bharat is meant with the pronunciation of the Sanskrit language. So let us make the Sanskrit language as the as one of your own self, to realize your own self as understanding your own self and make the sense of your own understanding, make the sense of various language. What are the pronunciation of the various language? How the pronunciation of the various language? So when we come across this various language of pronunciation, the the understanding and the pronunciation of the English words are different. The understanding and the pronunciation of the Marathi language is different, and understanding and the pronunciation of the Tamil language is different, and understanding and the understanding and pronunciation of the Hindi language is different, and understanding and pronunciation of the Odisha language is different, and understanding and the pronunciation in the Gujarati language is different. So on this basis, all the understanding and the pronunciation of various kind of the Bharat, languages of the Bharat, we can analyze our own self and make the sense of our own sensible analyzation with regarding to the pronunciation as well as the environmental understanding. So when we come across these all things, understanding and analyzation of particular languages and particular situations with our own self as the individuality, we come across the understanding of our own self. So lack of understanding of these all things, or lack of understanding of the what is the rhythm, vibration and sound. Rhythm, vibration and sound. These three are a main important of pronunciation: sound, rhythm and vibration. So vibration is meant with the sound which is caused by with our own resonance. Vibration, rhythm, the smallest when we come across the grammatical of any language. Preferably today I am taking the today I am taking the Sanskrit as a pronunciation. So prah, here prasadah, manah. So when we come across these words, there is a smallest rhythm. Prah, ha is included in the p, and dah, prasadah, dah is also included a ha inside the da. So manha, nah. When I am telling the manha is including the ha. So this is what the smallest rhythm is included. This is how the rhythm is included in the sound. This is how the vibration is included in the sound. So all the vibration and the rhythm included in the sound make the melodious to our own self. This is how the relaxation of the mind is meant with. So smallest unit to sound is nothing but a rhythm. You can understand that. So understanding this rhythm, understanding the cell. When we come across the biological term of our own individuality, in the terms of the biological term, we come across the cell. So understanding the cell. So understanding the cell is nothing but understanding our own energy. So understanding our own energy is nothing but understanding the vibration and the sound of our own self. So understanding the vibration, sound of and pronunciation of our own self is nothing but understanding of our own realization of our own sense, how the function is with related to CNS. With related to CNS, what is the CNS? Central nervous system. So understand functioning of our own central nervous system is nothing but understanding the complexity of the flowing of the circulation of a blood. So this is of the understanding of our own self. So understanding of our own self is meant with the understanding of the environmental. So understanding the environmental is nothing but the understanding the situations. When we come across the situation, then the person, how the person is approaching toward the intent of that thinking. What is the thinking of that? What the person is intent of, whether it is a positive, whether it is a negative, how the response we should be giving. This is all related to the one's individual, not with the influence of others, but the one's individual. This is how the meditative mindset gives you. This is how the meditative mindset is devoting towards. So meditative mindset is nothing but devoting with the certain kind of a frequency, certain kinds of a rhythm. certain kinds of the sound, certain kinds of the devotion, certain kinds of the deity. So certain kinds of the deity is nothing but you should have, you will be feeling the positiveness of the deity. You will be feeling the positiveness of the positive vibration with connecting with a rhythm and the sound and the pronunciation, rhythm, sound and pronunciation of the particular deity name. This is how all the sages and all the sages and munis gives the preference to take the name as your own self. Take the name as a various times, 108, 1008. What is this all? Because these all Panchakshari mantra. You can say that a Panchakshari mantra. What is this Panchakshari mantra? Om Namah Shivaya. So these all the words, these all the words is meant with our own sound, rhythm and vibration. The sound, rhythm and vibration is meant with our own relaxation. So sound, vibration and pronunciation is meant with our own individuality. Sound, rhythm and vibration is meant with our own understanding, realization of our own self and making the understanding of the situation. I will be making the when we comes our own understanding of our own self with regarding the name, pronunciation of the name, and with the regarding the situations. I'm not telling the same words you should be telling for the others. I'm not telling that, but understanding the situation. When we come across the understanding of our own self, when we come across the understanding of our own self, you will be understanding the situation, what the intent of the person is. It may be the positive, it may be negative, but the concept of understanding that is meant with the individuality. So understanding of our own self is the preferentiable of one's importance of knowing one's realization. So starting of that, I have made that given a sentence that truth as a preferentiable. What is the truth of a preferentiable? I have given the truth as a preferentiable and a belief and a faith as an explanation. So truth is nothing but the truth is our own character, our own the base of our own fundamentalism, habits. So when the truth comes, there comes the understanding of our own self and understanding of others, and what the truth you should be accepting, what the truth you will be expecting, what the truth you will be accepting, what the truth you will be expecting. So this is how the difference is. So when we come across the truth, expecting and accepting, two are the pronunciation is the same, but answer different meaning is there. Expecting and accepting. Accepting and expecting. Accepting is nothing but your own self. Expecting what you will be expecting from the others. This is how. So truth is the based on these two words. Then come belief. When there is a truth, on expecting and accepting and expecting, there come the belief. When there is the two words is included, there comes the belief. When there is a belief, certain kind of a belief, then come the faith. So this all is with related to the environmental position. I am telling to you with related to the relate and relate values, and relate and relate value. When we come across that our own individuality, we come across the vibration, sound and rhythm. Sound, vibration and rhythm. So rhythm is a main thing of the vibration. A vibration is the main thing of the sound. So combination of this vibration and the sound makes the vibration and the rhythm makes the sound. So combination of these all thing, rhythm, vibration, and sound of the vocal voice, make the sound. So understanding this sound make the manifestation of our mindset. So making the mindset of our own self is nothing but the taking the rhythm and vibration as our own self with the relaxation of this. This is how the relaxation comes. The relaxation comes in between. This is how relaxation is meant with the Western countries. The individuality who realize that relaxation is meant with this, they are attracting towards the Bharat. This is how the Western culture is coming towards the Bharat. But unfortunately, Bharat is not Bharat. They are not aware of what we are having the gold in not the diamond in a hand, but we are seeing for the gold, not the gold, but the platinum. So this is what the diamond is with us. Diamond with us is nothing but the diamond of our own self, understanding of our own self. So understanding of our own individuality is meant with the rhythm sound of Om. So understanding of Om is nothing but the understanding of the Sanatana Dharma. This is how the Sanatana Dharma comes with. This is how the civilization comes with. This is how the civilization of Bharat is. This is how the Satvika Guna is. This is how the Sattva Guna with related to the Bharat. So avoiding these all things, making this all the thing as a propaganda, they make the Rajas Guna, Tamo Guna as their preferentiable of gunas, and make the negativity on domination. Negativity as a Tamo Guna and domination as a Rajo Guna. So when we come across these two gunas, understanding of these two gunas, understanding of Rajo Guna and Tamo Guna, understanding the Sattva Guna as well, we should be having the sense of our own rhythm, vibration, and sound. So this is how once is related to our own relaxation. Relaxation is nothing but our own presence of mind. Presence of mind is nothing but patience. How the situation is created, what the situation will be created, and what the situation is going to be creating. So this is what the previous one, present one, and the future one. This is how the understanding of three of the things. This is how one should understand the situation and take the decision as regarding our own determined decision. This is what the Bhagavad Gita says. So Krishna says that whatever I says you should be taking your own self as your own understanding, and make the realization of that, and make the decision as regarding with the situation which is created related to the relate values. So this is how the one's understanding is meant with the sound. So when we come across these sounds, we come across the faith and the devotion. The faith and the devotion, it will be coming with the same thing, the vibration, sound, rhythm, sound, and rhythm, vibration, and the sound. How the faith and the devotion is meant with the deity. So when we come across the deity, we come across the pronunciation. We come across the pronunciation. When we come across the pronunciation, there is a combination of all of these words, all of what I have given. These of the combination of this rhythm and the vibration make the sound. So when we come across these words, we come across the relaxation of the certain sound, which makes our own realization of our own self with related to the deity. So understanding this can make our own realization and make the manifestation of the mind. This is how I have made a sentence that This is how I have made a sentence that not the sentence, but words, made the quotes. Music is a manifestation of the mind. So this is how the music is nothing but whenever the music comes, word the music comes, there is a melodiness, becomes the melodiness of the music. So when the melodiness of the music comes, the mind understands that where the sound is coming from, how this when the sound is coming, we can be taking that where the sound is coming, the how the sound is coming, we will be analyzing that. So when the mind says that the from where the sound is coming, that is what the vision is. Vision is how the sound is coming. How the sound is coming, whether it is a melodious or a harshness in a sound which is not able to take accept of our own self. When the sound is not acceptable for our own self, we reject it. So this rejection of the sound is nothing but you are rejecting of the rajoguna. Rajoguna is nothing but the harshness of the sound. The harshness of the sound is nothing but the domination of the other person. The domination of the other person is not. You can ask me how the domination of the other person is related to the sound. So when the sound comes on a person of the sattva guna, the melodiness, the person who is making the influencing of the certain sounds which is not able to accept by others, the certain sounds which is not acceptable by the other words. I'm telling that words. So sound comes here. When we come across the words, there comes the sound. When the sound comes, the words comes, there is the sound. There is a pronunciation as well. So understanding this pronunciation on others, the harshness of the others, the sound of the harshness of on others, can make the sattva guna as the rajo guna with the environmentally. So when this when the person is having the intent of doing that, the harshness on others, there is what the dominations comes. This is how the domination. This is come when the person is not able to take the harshness. If he takes and makes all the sattva guna as his own individuality, the person who is taking the rajo guna, he will be taking the tamo guna to convert the person from the sattva guna to rajo guna. So this is how the domination is related to the harshness. This is how the harshness is related to the sound. The sound which is not acceptable by our own relaxation. Relaxation is nothing but sattva guna. This is how I have made the sattva guna. Person who is having the sattva guna will be having the all the positiveness with related to the Bharat and with related to environmental of the execution, the ethical success. The person who takes the rajo guna and the tamo guna as a preferenceable of their own, they make the domination as well with the harshness of that. The same thing, the harshness of harshness on others on other is nothing but the dominating on the others. The harshness which is not acceptable by the sattva guna. Even though person is handling the situation with the sattva guna, person is having the intent of that. Individual is having the intent of that with pressurizing that. Pressurizing is nothing but the harshness on others. This is what the deep thinking I have made you. The harshness on other is nothing but the converting from the sattva guna to rajo guna. If the person is not able to convert, he gives all the creates such a situation which is very dominated by his own self, not by the sattva guna, but his own self. When the person is a dominating state, even though the person having the sattva guna take as his own individuality, as he has determined decision, he take the tamo guna as dominating state and make the conversion with sattva guna to rajo guna. This is how the dominations comes with. This is how the disharmony of the disharmony in the society with related to the rajo guna and tamo guna comes. This is how the miracle mongers come in light. This is how the positioned persons makes the sattva guna, making the sattva guna as their preference. They make the rajo guna and the tamo guna as their preferenceable guna and make the domination and take towards the sattva guna to rajo guna. Lack of understanding these make the person of converting. So person who is able to person who is knowing individuality, who is knowing what is value of these three gunas, even though he is taking the steps toward the rajo guna and the tamo guna, he will be facing all the consequences which is democratically can be faced by one's individuality. So avoiding these all things, avoiding the fundamentalism of particular individuality is meant with the consequences of the constitutional. That is what the BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So when we come across the one's individuality, understanding of these things is related to the domination itself, converting of itself. So understanding these sounds, which is very acceptable of our own self, which is not acceptable of our own self, what should be acceptable of others, and how the acceptable of others, and how the person is approaching towards you, how the person is, why the person is approaching towards you. So understanding these all things, one should make the devoting of a mindset of devotion mindset, meditative mindset. Devotion mindset is the same and a meditative mindset. Devotion and the mind and a meditative one and the same. As we come across these all explanation, you have come to know that devotion and the mindset is the one and the same. In a various diversion, devotion with the deity is related to the rhythm of your own self, the vibration of your own self, the pronunciation of your own self, realization of your own self. This is what the worship is. This is what the devotion is. Worship and the dedication is nothing but what you will be accepting, what the goodness of your own self is offering towards the deity. This is how the dedication with offering towards the deity is. So when we come across these all things, we come across the I have given a faith and a devotion. So relating to these two words, I have brought a shloka which is very necessary to understand how the shloka gives the understanding relating to. Okay. Faith, let me give you faith, what the faith one should having with related to the Nanya Gunobhyo, his own self, Gunobhyo. What is the guna? Three of the gunas. What is that? Rajo guna, Sattva guna, Rajo guna and Tamo guna. So preferenceable of that, how the person takes it. Nanya Gunobhyo Kartaram Yadha Drishtanu Pashyati Gunobhyascha Param Veti Madbhava Sodhi Gacchati. So Veti Madbhava Sodhi Gacchati. So how he takes the guna, he takes the same back. This is how the words comes: conflict of interest and a commitment on interest. Conflict of interest, if the person takes the Rajoguna and Tamoguna as the conflict of interest, he takes the commitment on the interest, commitment on the conflict. This is how the Bhagavad Gita teaches us. Okay, same thing. I have given a devotion. Okay, devotion. What is mean by devotion in a Bhagavad Gita? Let me give you that also, so that you can be able to understand what is the main thing. how the main thing you should be understanding with relating to the devotion mean. Okay. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीन मत्परः वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि mark the words तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठितः. So when person is having the control of his own self, वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि he will be having the control of his own self, of the thinking of the three of the guna. What is the sattva guna? What the one should make the execution as the sattva guna, where the execution of the rajo guna, and how the tamo guna should not be giving the entry of his own manifestation. This is how understanding is. Vashohi yasendriyani. So let me give you explanation, translation of this. Restraining them all, he should sit with his mind composed and being on me. He who sends are mastered has his understanding firmly fixed. So this is our understanding. Understanding is nothing but three of the gunas. Controlling of the three of the gunas make his own realization of oneself, and make the all the positiveness of his own self with related to execution, with related to the Bharat, with related to the environmental, with related to the ethical success of the company. This is how the execution is meant with the sattva guna. So preferentiable of the rajoguna and a tamo guna makes the execution on the domination itself. Even the person is in a position, but he will be taking the action regarding the domination itself, because with influencing of the positivity, as we come across the TCS case in a 2016 TCS case. In a positive way, he will be making that positive way as a dominating on others, like job security and the harassment, allocation of the project, conversion, comparison. This is how all the conversion is taking place. This is how I have taken words which is very much important to defined by the Honorable Supreme Court. I have prayed with the honorary of the Supreme Court to define the certain words. Let me give you that words which is very definable to in a situation in a Bharat, because it is very important. I am telling in every video because this is what the public interest is. This is what the public interest litigation is mean. Public interest litigation is nothing but our own importance, protecting of our own fundamentalism. Our own protecting of fundamentalism is nothing but protecting of the civilization of our own son, protecting of the Sanatana Dharma, protecting of everyone which who follows the Sanatana Dharma, who follows the principle of the Sanatana Dharma with the Sattva Guna, with related to the Bharat as well. Because Sattva Guna is related to the Bharat, is the one's individuality of making the manifestation of our own mindset. This is how we are. I am not. I am telling. I am telling. Now I am explaining as a single. But we are praying for you. We are praying the Honorable Supreme Court to define words: love jihad, hate speech, superstition, act of the terror in the view of the diversion, act of the harassment, diverting. These all meant with the certain situations which take the position person takes the action regarding the positive process in the influencing the negative intent. So defining these all things is related to the constitutional way. Because I am telling we are praying, not the I, but we are praying for the Supreme Court to define this with a certain level to create the harmony in a society. So when we come across these of defining, this is defining towards the Honorable Supreme Court, which is related to the judgments, which is related to the judgment. When the judgment of the subordinate courts gives the relating definition as the context of the certain cases, they will be making the decision on the basis, so that the individuality person who makes the rajo guna and the tamo guna as the conversion of the preferentiable of their guna and the converting of oneself can be reduced with the all the situation which is created by constitutional way. So this is how the definition is more important in a Bharat. So when we come across the states, the same act, the same definition of these all things is meant with the Gujarat state, which brought the amendment of the religious act. Preferably it is called the law of the love jihad. Why this state has come with the religious amendment of the religious act? Because of these all things which is taking in a state. So preference of taking the preference as these words as a preferentiable of harmonious of the welfare, harmony and the welfare of the citizen of the state should get in the bringing in all the rules which is favorable with regarding the state citizens. This is what the responsibility of the government does. But in fact of this, in fact of taking the action regarding this, the action is taken towards the eradication of the traditions like tilak symbol, tilak, kalaiva and traditional symbols. This is how the disharmony is created by the government. So creating this situation creates the individuality of the fluctuation of the individuality from one person to other person. Disharmony with regarding the one's person. This is how the miracle mongers is coming in light. This is how the conversion is coming in a light. This is how the terror act is coming light. This is how the hate speech is coming in light. This is how the love jihad is coming on the light. Because of the failure of taking the decision regarding the welfare of citizen. So this is when we come across the democratical way. The democratical way is nothing but protecting of the one's individuality. Protecting of one's individuality is nothing but welfare of the constitution. Welfare of one's individuality, which protects the constitution, gives the protection of the of one's fundamentalism. So making this all thing understandable, and making the when we come across these things, one should make the understanding of individuality. So be on a series. I will be giving the explanation with regarding. So if I give the explanation with inflow of explaining, I may extending the time so that you are not able to understand what I am going to explain now. Just in coming video, I will be giving the relating the democratical way. Up to now, you will be understanding what is the energy and what is the faith and what is the trust, what is the belief and a faith. So next I will be coming with the energy from the energy. So you have understood the what is the energy. Main source of the energy is the sun. Main source of the sun, irradiation of the sun on earth. The same thing, the energy is a indication of the sun in our own self, irradiating the radiation is nothing but the sensory organs of the sense of receptors. You can say that receptors of our own body. This is what the sensing. Receptor is nothing but the sense of our own body. Sensing of our own body is nothing but a receptor. Receptor make the sense of for our own our body, which gives the signal to the mind. So this is how the we come across the all the such energy such explanation with regarding. I will be giving the explanation. Be on a series, so that I may give the explanation regarding and make the all the possible understanding of these what I have explained with the sattva viguna in a historical way. In a historical way, with the tradition of your own, if of your own individualness, understanding of your own individual. If you are not able to understand, comment on the video, so that I will be making you understanding what the fact you will be what the fact you are making to your being in a understanding. What is the stage of understanding of your own. I will make you to understand what the explanation I am giving to you. So be on a series, make the explanation as your own self, and make all the sattva guna as your own execution with a determined decision as well. Okay, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram, Vande Mataram.